Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the new game mode that is going to be Coliseum. So once you click on it, there is going to be a user interference and there are going to be three parts of it. The left side will say Adam Warlock, the challenge, and you have to press play now to jump into the fight. In the middle, there is going to be Alliance rewards that will show you what kind of rewards you can get. If you press view all here, you can go into the complete interference and you can see at the top you're getting some really nutty rewards, including 7-star Titan shards, tier 5 alphas, we're going towards rank 5s, and also some 7-star selectables and also tier 7 basics along with some tier 4 alpha, so you can choose what you need. Of course, as Valiants, you will go for tier 7 basics, and also there is a bunch of glory, and on the rank rewards there is going to be a lot of radiance as well, with the top milestone getting 60,000. Now, once you check that out, on the right side, you will see your member scores. If you click on it, you will notice all of your alliance mates who has the highest scores. Now, don't get discouraged by it because there are two kind of points. There are total points and there is also base points. So if you look at the top right of the screen where it says total points, you can toggle it to base points and also your total points. Now, base points is how many times you killed the opponent and how much points did they get. So if you look at it, the top alliance mate is going to be Hithack. He did 1.1 million with the 3 champions. But if you go down and if you notice class Ace, he's got also 1 million. I've got also 1 million. Now the reason the total points are more, if I toggle it on, is because it depends on a few factors. What factors does it depend on? If you press that information icon on the Alliance Coliseum right there, it will explain you what is the game mode about. So you get the alliance and you plunge into Coliseum. There are going to be bosses that you need to defeat. Now this is the important one, the number 3, podiums and points. And your final run is calculated based on your base score, the ones you will do. Then you apply the champion tag. There are certain tags, I'll explain that in a bit. There's also going to be alliance prestige, and then you multiply it with your podium level. Now what is your podium level? So you can upgrade your podium level and that will also increase your points. So all of those factors are going to increase your base points into your total points and you can get some really good rewards. Now, let me explain how the podium works. So if you go back from the Alliance screen and if you go into play now and you jump in here, you will notice here that you have this UI where you have 5 podiums available. These are basically your placeholders where your top champions will be there, and you can select one champion or each and you can score the points. Now, if for example, if I go on day number 1, day 1, the first one where there's She-hulk, if I click on it, it's going to open up this podium for me. Now, if you notice, it says fight score, I did 328, plus Alliance Prestige was 6.6 and the podium multiplier was 2.25, so I scored total 8.5. Now, if I level up the podium, if I have enough of those, these points will go up. So it really depends how much podium multiplier you have. Some of your alliance mate will have more. So if you see that you aren't scoring much points, don't be discouraged. It's because they have a higher podium multiplier. And you can do that for each and every slot, and after 3 days all the 5 slots will be open and your maximum score is going to help you towards the alliance score that's going to give those sweet rewards. One final thing before we jump into it, if you look at day 1 out of 3, it says view tags. So if you look at it here, there is offensive raw damage that will give you extra 20,000, Coda will give you an extra 20,000, Nextman will give you extra 20,000. Now, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, they're not going to make any difference because you will need champions that can deal a lot of damage very quickly and take down as much health bars as possible. Now, having that out of the way, let's jump into one of the fights and let's go into She-hulk. So if I click on the first slot and if I click on the new run right here, and now here, it will give, this is the pre-fight screen where I can enter the arena. Now, if you notice on enter arena, there is a resource. Now, the way you check this resource out is you go on top where is your gold and you click on it on the information icon and it will show you how many of those tickets are remaining. Alliance Coliseum tickets, and they recharge every 30 seconds. So you have plenty of these tickets available in a day and you can get your runs in. So you need this resource. And then once you're ready, you can jump into it, you can enter arena, and you can see the fight. One thing you also need to notice is your difficulty. The difficulty currently says it's hard, but if you press on it, you can select 3 different difficulties. There's going to be easy, there's going to be medium, and there's going to be hard. Each of one will give you more points. And then there is also going to be defender nodes. So this one is going to be Trial by Fire, Sensing Souls, and the Glorious Coliseum. You can check the defender info as well if you like, and also the scoring is going to be there as well. So that gives you everything. So you select your difficulty. For me, it's going to be hard, and then we can jump right into it. So once you jump into the fight, you will have your Adam Warlock and your champion going in. I'm gonna show you Deathless She-hulk because I think she is the best option. If you boost, you can do much better as well. So all you need to do is to build up those traumas. Those traumas act like a taunt, and Adam Warlock is going to throw that special one. So you can keep throwing your SP1s, keep getting your taunts up. And usually what I've tried to do, once I get to 50 taunts, I start throwing my SP2. Now the difficulty here is as Adam Warlock gets higher in level, his power gain rate increases, and when he gets to an SP2, that is going to be a little annoying to deal with. Now Deathless She-hulk works super well because he does not keep any power, he keeps throwing them out and keeps giving you chances. Don't worry about the stasis trap, that's only going to trigger on the first time he goes below 15%. It will not trigger for the other fights. So as soon as you take him down, you will notice a new health bar is there, and the health bar, it says multiplier 1. It means that you have taken him down 1 time. So yeah, and that's all there to it. You keep hitting the opponent, you keep getting your damage in. The maximum you can do in 5 minutes, that is going to be your base score. And once you have the base score, there's going to be multipliers applied to it depending on the podium level, alliance prestige, and also your base points, and all of them are going to help to create the total points you contribute towards the alliance. Deathless She-hulk is going to be amazing. She makes really short work of Adam Warlock, and you will notice right now already 2 health bars are gone. It starts off a little slow, but then it really ramps up. Now the key thing here against Adam Warlock is not to parry him because he's going to go unblockable, and that is going to be annoying to deal with, and that unblockable refresh whenever he will throw a special attack. So you have to run out the unblockable timer before you can go and parry or try to let him throw a heavy attack. So that's going to be important to understand. Secondly, I would suggest you to keep him to an SP1. It's an easy evade with a little practice. That gives you enough opportunity to run in and take out Adam Warlock. Now there's going to be more health bars taken down if you go on the easier or the medium difficulty. I am just doing the hard one here just to show you guys how you can deal with Adam Warlock. The biggest thing here is you have to keep draining Adam Warlock from his power, because you know that he also passively gains power. So if he is a higher level, if you've taken him down 8 to 10%, the power gain really gets into the way. So if you have champions that can control that or somehow taunt him, those champions are going to work well. Deathless She-hulk is going to work well. If you have a 7-star She-hulk, she's going to do the same thing as well with the Furies. So if you have her, I would suggest use those 2 champions and get the as highest points as possible. So those are going to be, in my opinion, the best champions to deal with that. But don't worry, there's no MCOC noob guide without giving you more options. So I'm going to give you some more options that worked well for me, and I was able to get the 1 million base points. Hopefully I can update my podium and get a better multiplier, but these champions are the ones that I've tried. I'm going to give you 5 options that worked for me. You can try some other ones as well, and let me know in the comment section who did you try and what helped you out. Make sure to check with your alliance mates as well. They will give you some great tips as well. Okay, moving on to option number 2, that is going to be Pavitr Prabhakar for me. Now I have him at a rank 4. I'm sure everybody has him now with whoever bought the double track event. Now you will have him, and I'm sure you have saved the awakening gems and rank for him because he is really nutty. Now the way he works is you have to just corner Adam Warlock, and then you can just control his power. Remember, this fight is all about power control and a bit of intercepts to help you out. And once you have 20 of those spiderweb charges in the corner, throw your SP2. So that is going to be the rotation. let him throw that SP1, keep him there. If you corner him, doesn't have power, just dash back and you will intercept him. Remember, the more the buffs, the more spider web buffs he is going to have, the more aggressive he is going to be. So don't worry about that. That if he is going to be aggressive and you'll be able to intercept, you will be able to intercept, because he's going to be super aggressive because of the ability from Pavitr Prabhakar. So you just take him to a corner. Whenever there is no SP1, you are going to just intercept, and when there is an SP1, you're gonna wait for him to throw that SP1 out, and yeah, you keep him in the corner and you keep doing the damage. Once you have a SP2 ready with 20 of those charges, throw that out and kaboom, there goes a whole health bar, and he's almost down on the third one. Now as more buffs there are on the opponent, if you almost get hit, don't worry about it, because Pavitr Prabhakar is going to evade Adam Warlock as well, so he is kind of a perfect counter, and then he also has class advantage, so he's going to really shred out Adam Warlock quite easily. But remember, keep throwing your SP1s or heavy attacks in between, weave them in so you can get those energy vulnerability on the opponent. And when you have a striker ready, you can use a striker and use a heavy attack there, so you can use your power steal mechanic and you can get some power much quickly. And yeah, don't worry about the intercepts, you will be fine as long as you use like 1, 2, 3 hits and then go back and then just use a light attack, and you should be able to get those intercepts and keep him cornered, do a bunch of damage. And when you have 20 of those spider seal charges, throw your SP2, boom, look at that damage, 4 health bars down. Now this wasn't a perfect run for me, I did die in the end. I think there was still 30 seconds remaining, but I did quite a bit of base damage and took out quite a lot of health for him. The more I upgrade my podium, the more I'm going to score points for my alliance. So go jump in, help your alliance do some scores, and yeah, I'm gonna give you some more options. This was Pavitr Prabhakar. Let me know in the comment section which champion did you use. Alrighty, next up is going to be a white tiger for me. Now you would say, why a white tiger? Because she has some amazing damage with some awesome bleeds and some power control that is all needed against Adam Warlock. So simply just start the fight, push Adam Warlock to an SP1, corner him, let him throw that SP1 out, and all you need to do is to alternate your SP1 with the SP2. Try not to power drain him when he has 1 bar of power, because you need him to throw that. You want to avoid parrying him. Once you have that SP2, throw that out. Look at that damage and look at that bleed ticking, 4k a tick, and this is only a rank 3 white tiger. If you have a rank 4, you're going to destroy Adam Warlock. So after the SP2, I'm going to throw my SP1 here. That is going to give me quite a few of those furies. I just waited out the stasis trap, and now here's the SP1 power control also. With 3 of those furies, the damage is going to increase and up and up. So white tiger is going to be an amazing option. The only thing is that Adam Warlock, you don't have to parry him. If you have to hit him in the block. If you have 2 back-to-back specials, use them. All is good. You can also use boost here if you like to get your damage up a little bit. Then again, just back-to-back SP2s, let that damage go in. And if he is below 1 bar of power, it's okay, don't worry, throw your special in again. If you don't have a special attack, hit him in the block, just push him to a special one. Don't try to parry him, and try not to push him to an SP2. That is always annoying to deal with. So a white tiger was also a really great option for me. She's still one of my top 3 options that I use to bring down Adam Warlock, and she is going to get you a lot of points if you have her on your podium. So just a big SP2 again, the bleeds, 3 of them are down, and yeah, white tiger is a simple SP2 and an SP1 rotation, and with keeping Warlock away from his SP2, you should deal quite a bit of damage, and the more you fight, the more your podium is going to be upgraded, and that is going to help you gain more points for the alliance and get those juicy rewards. Let me know in the comment section what champion did you use and what strategy did you use with that champion, because there are some champions that can absolutely destroy Adam Warlock's health bar very quick, but they die quick as well. So it's kind of a balancing act you want to do. Either you want to play for time and do all the damage, or you want to do all the damage, get as many points as possible, and then you can die. So it's all upon you how you want to deal with it. But generally speaking, for Adam Warlock, you need some sort of power control so you can keep him to an SP1 only, and and from there the fight is quite easy to deal with. Now option number 4 is going to be a Spiral, and the reason we bring her is, one, she can parry non-contact attacks, so you don't need to worry about Adam Warlock going unblockable, hitting in your block. And on top of it, she also has a lot of that power steal, and on top of it she applies a lot of physical damage that really eats through Warlock quite quickly. So if you play well, she can do quite a bit of damage. Now the rotation you should be doing is parry, medium, light, medium, so medium, light, medium, and then parry again, a light, medium into an SP1. That not only gets your forward charges up, but gives extra damage to Adam Warlock whenever you throw your SP1, and also it's easier to keep him to an SP1 as well. But remember, once he dies 5 times, there is going to be another kind of a call out that will ask you to either use your medium attacks or your light attacks, and if you don't do it, you are slept, and once you're slept, Adam Warlock comes in with 4 or 5 hits and kill you. So you have to be careful about that mechanic. But all in all, Spiral is also a very solid option with the power control and the damage, and also the class advantage. She really eats through Adam Warlock as well. So let me know, who did you use? Did you use Spiral? And if you did, what was your strategy? Should I change something about my strategies to get more points and increase those base points? Let me know in the comment section. I am loving this new game mode. It reminds me of another game where they had a very similar game mode and it was very popular. So yeah, that is going to be Spiral. I'm going to jump on to the final option. And the final option I'm going to give you is going to be an Onslaught. Now, on face value, it doesn't look like a great option, but it does really well as long as you know how to kind of pause all of his debuffs and all of those degens. The degens really destroy Adam Warlock. So as you've noticed, the way you do that is you push Adam Warlock to an SP1, let him throw the first beam, block the second, use a heavy and throw your special, and that is how you're going to stack all of those neuroshocks. And then just spam your heavy in the corner, let him throw another SP1, dex the first hit, block the second, use a heavy attack, and keep building up those neuroshock charges. And once you think you have enough, throw your SP2 once, let the degen start, and then you can go back in and do the same. But the only problem in this fight is Adam Warlock is going to be pushed to SP2, and that is going to be a problem, but that's okay too. Once he throws an SP2, we are going to use our heavy attack, and that is also going to give us a prolonged pause. So as soon as he goes down, just use a heavy attack and you have an extended pause as well. So again, there we go. All you need to do, so the 2 ways you deal with these specials is the special number 1, you are going to evade the first beam, then you dash in for the second, block the second beam, then use a heavy attack, and you can also get the extended timer from the striker. And on top of it, you can also kind of wait for his SP2 out. Once he lands in the pod, you can use a heavy attack, and that is going to also give you an extended pause. So that's how you can keep all of those degens going. Again, I don't have much practice on it. I died very quick, but he's a really interesting option to bring in and take out Adam Warlock. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, and hope you use these options. Let me know in the comment section what option you use and what was your strategy, and let me know what other videos you want to see on the Coliseum. I would love to make them for you. And yeah, apart from that guys, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time on the video of all bosses from the monthly EQ.